Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another My Sims 4 wishlist video. So what if I told you that these two were a couple? Wait, what, you don't believe me? Well, how about now? So what's my point? I think beds in The Sims 4 need a serious update. There isn't as many interesting interactions as there were in previous games, especially The Sims 2. Your Sims could choose to relax on top of them, and from there do various actions including daydreaming, watching a TV if one's nearby, or read a book. If you're playing as a child, they can also jump on the bed. But things get really interesting when your adult Sim also has a loved one relaxing beside them. Not only is there the option to woohoo, but also talk, kiss, or make out. And while they're sleeping together, they can cuddle. I completely forgot Sims can even autonomously kiss their partner's forehead while they're still in bed, and it was then that getting this footage was almost a bit frustrating, knowing how much better beds have been in the past, and thinking about how dumbed down they are now, and considering The Sims 4 is meant to bring the focus back to the Sims themselves, it comes across to me as backwards. I'm glad they brought back the ability to have Sims claim ownership of their bed, but after almost 4 years we still haven't got those things that I mentioned, and I really think we should. I think it would go a long way to make our Sims' relationships feel more realistic and believable. Not all couples are always cuddling while sleeping, but it doesn't make sense for me to it just never happen with any couple in The Sims 4. To make things even more interesting though, I'm going to suggest an idea that no Sims game has done yet, which is breakfast in bed. This could be a really cute interaction for storytelling. How I imagine this working is if you click on a fridge, stove, or grill, you have the option to serve a meal to a Sim who is still in bed. Although I call the idea of breakfast in bed, I'd rather not limit things too much by only having it available during morning hours, especially if your Sims happen to be night owls. From there, you can choose any meal that your Sim has available, and once they're done preparing it, they carry it over to the bed on a tray and place it down on the bed in front of the other Sim. The Sim that's still in bed would automatically be waken up while the other Sim is almost done making the meal, but still stay in bed so that once the other Sim brings it into their room, they can react happily to it. And from there, the Sim in bed can eat alone, or the chef can sit at their side and share the meal with them. If the two Sims happen to be romantic interests, they can even feed each other bites, kind of like at restaurants. And by the way, this would not be limited to romantic interests. As long as your chef has at least an acquaintance relationship with the other Sim, then they can serve them breakfast in bed, because I was thinking, what if machinima makers wanted to have the situation where they have like a hospital with hospital beds and they have nurses bring their patients breakfast in bed, so I was keeping in mind those sorts of things as well. There's a couple of other new ideas I'd like to bring up. To tie this in with the episode that I did on laptops, if your Sim happens to have a laptop or tablet in their inventory, they can pull it out and use it while sitting on the bed cross-legged. They could also do this with their phones. I've done this myself before, so I think it'd be a nice realistic touch. Kids could also do this with their toys. And aside from jumping on the bed, kids can have a group activity where one Sim sits on the bed with a flashlight telling other Sims sitting near them scary stories. Like with the puppet theater, the parents can't tell the stories, but they can still listen in on them and react to them. And now that I've laid out all of my ideas, now it's time to discuss how I think they should be delivered to us. This, for the most part, is stuff that I think should be added to the game through a free update, but since just bringing back all of those bed interactions from The Sims 2 would be a lot of work, I'd expect just those to be an update by themselves. Breakfast in bed could maybe get worked into a game pack or an expansion as a side feature. It's hard for me to imagine which one, but yeah, at this point, when in doubt, I guess mention seasons, since it can encompass so many different things. Because, well, if seasons were to reintroduce holidays, breakfast in bed could be just one of those things to go alongside Love Day. If we ever get another pack that introduces more family activities, then the telling stories feature could be done through that. As for using electronics and toys while sitting on the bed, maybe that could just be added alongside laptops. if we somehow got those for free, but I still imagine that being in another update down the line, separate from the Sims 2 stuff. And that wraps up another My Sims 4 wishlist video, so let me know in the comment section below what you'd like to see with beds in The Sims 4. There's definitely lots of room for improvement here. Be sure to leave a like or comment or even subscribe because it lets me know that you like my channel and my videos, and it helps you keep up to date more easily with the latest content from me. I do videos on The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more, so I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!